some point in time, you'll have to change your guitar strings. If your strings aren't holding the tune as well as they used to, or you see some grit and grind built up on your strings, you know it's time. New strings feel better and sound better. If you play consistently, you may want to change them every few months. Before you do though, make sure you know how your tuners work to tighten and loosen the strings. If you have a guitar like the one shown, the 3 tuners for the lower pitched string should be turned in a counterclockwise motion to tighten the string. Obviously, to loosen the string, turn the tuner in the opposite direction, which is clockwise. The 3 tuners for the higher pitched strings are opposite. To tighten them, turn them in a clockwise motion, and to loosen them, turn them in a counterclockwise motion. Now that you've got that down, let's change the string. It's best, by the way, to only change 1 or 2 strings at a time so that there's not a dramatic pressure change to the head of the guitar. First, loosen the string you want to change. You can of course use your fingers, or you can use a handy string winder to speed up the process. Once it's loose enough, you should be able to pull it out. If it gets stuck though, you can just cut it with wire cutters. Now remove the peg that holds the string at the bridge and pull the string out. Most string winders are built with a groove in them that will help you pry a peg in case it gets stuck in the bridge. Be careful though not to use excessive force or you could damage the bridge. Once it's loose, you can just pull it out with your fingers. Grab the new string and place the ball of it into the bridge. As you do, use the peg to push it into place. Make sure the groove of the peg is facing towards the string. Thread the new string through the tuning peg hole where you just removed the old string. Once the string is threaded, you'll have to measure the slack of the string so you'll have enough to wind around the tuning peg. A good rule of thumb is to hold the string in your hand and have your index and thumb stand up tall at about the 7th fret. That way you should have enough slack before you start winding. By the way, you'll get better at figuring out how much slack each string needs the more you change your strings. Once you're happy with the slack, make a 90-degree bend in the string where it's threaded through the tuning peg. This will help prevent the string from accidentally sliding back through the peg. Now you're ready to wind. Make sure you're turning the tuner the correct way to tighten it and wind away. It's probably best not to use a string winder for tightening the string, since a sudden change in pressure could make it pop. The new winds on the tuning peg should be under the hole. This will help keep the string from ever slipping out of the hole. You ideally want 3 winds around the peg. This will secure the string and keep it from going out of tune. Once your new string is on, you can simply cut off the excess with wire cutters. Also, make sure to tune your guitar once all of your strings are replaced. Finally, gently stretch each of your strings a little bit to get them used to the new pressure, and then retune them. This will speed up the break-in process of your strings. Now you're ready to jam with a brand new set of strings.